This summer, I decided to go all out and do 75 hard. Here are the rules. 2 45-minute exercises, one has to be outside, a diet, a gallon of water, 10 pages of a nonfiction book, and a progress photo every day. No cheating. Welcome back to the series. This is week 2, 3, and 4. I bunched all of these together because after a while, doing 75 hard, most of it is just making sure to get everything done every day, which can be difficult, but it becomes the daily grind. Here's a recap of week 2. My workouts mostly floated around a whole bunch of walking and basketball. I'm 100% getting back excited to play, especially since I'm fortunate and blessed enough to be able to play at my dad's home. A goal of mine is to get better before I go back to my school's club basketball team, focusing extra on my mid-range jumpers. I also completed all of my outdoor walks every day.
In the rain, bro. I'm committed.
Sometimes boring, but they can also be refreshing just depending on my mood. There were a few days with some unique workouts, like jump roping and cycling at my mom's house because I literally had no other options and I didn't want to do abs. Also, it was unfortunate with cycling because I wear size 11 shoes and my mom wears quite a few sizes down from that. So I had to squeeze into her like size 7 Peloton shoes and my heels were sticking out, my feet were cramping, but I got it done anyway. With my diet on week 2, I have progressively started to eat out more and more. I swear before I started this challenge, I was cooking most of the time, but I think that not having my own place or control over what I eat makes this so much harder. I will say this is one of those weeks where I felt too full most days. Even though my calorie app said I needed those calories, I just wasn't feeling great about my bloating and my calorie intake. This was a special week in terms of eating out. We went to Cracker Barrel for dinner one night, and I think the oil had messed up my stomach. We were invited to dinner on Thursday, where I had dairy, which 100% messed with my acid reflux. And I also probably overate on literally the best homemade bread pudding I've ever had in my life. It was also Father's Day on Sunday, and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and I didn't have much beef, but I had so many of the pão de queijo. Sorry for my pronunciation. Overall, I was a bit discouraged from this week by having the feeling that I was overeating, and it can get difficult to track calories when you're not making everything yourself.
All through the night.
Week 3, my main workouts were walks and basketball. I've been trying to get quite a lot of incline walks in to work in my zone 2, so that hopefully by the end of the summer, I can lower my 5K time, and honestly just my running heart rate in general. I tend to have a high heart rate and a slow running pace that is embarrassing, but I really want to be a good runner, so I always make sure to get my Saturday runs in. Though this Saturday was rough, and honestly, all of my Saturday run days have been tough. Maybe because I never have any rest days, but hopefully that will get better before the end of the summer. After feeling pretty crummy about how my eating was from last week, I made sure to tighten up on all of my meals and find foods with less oil, butter, and dairy. I love Asian cuisine, so I had curry, and every week I eat some kind of rice and chicken and broccoli from an Asian place near me because it always tastes good every single time. At this point though, I'm starting to get tired of my only choice for snacks being bread and fruit. Even though I can have whatever type of dessert I want, I really just want some cereal or some Cheez-Its. Week 3 felt successful in making sure I got everything done with a good effort for my workouts. This week was a complete turning point in my mentality. Firstly, we started our summer internship working at a summer school with kids teaching music from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. My new schedule was going to work, coming back and sleeping until like 5:30 p.m. and then getting my 2 workouts in at night. I've been sleeping all since I got back from work because I got like 6 hours of sleep last night. I started feeling extremely disappointed in my results, especially not seeing the ab progress I was looking for. I think that this transferred over to my workouts. I wasn't really eager to do anything except basketball, so I played a lot of basketball this week. I think what has made this challenge difficult for me is that I expect some type of physical result, but just hadn't been seeing any transformation and was beginning to feel discouraged at this point. My diet was relatively clean, eating at home a little more often and packing a sandwich for my job. Also, my SD card for my camera was having trouble, so I filmed mostly everything on my phone, which I don't like doing, but honestly, I know no one else cares that much. I really want to be able to look back on these videos and reflect on my summer and my progress. These are some of the meals I ate over the week. I love my oatmeal pretty much every morning. I swear I look forward to it when I go to sleep at night. I also enjoy pretty much any type of protein with rice, and it's the main thing I eat for dinner. Before you say maybe you should eat less carbs, you're probably right. But with my working out every day and my love for rice and sweet potatoes, I just don't think I can do it. At the end of week 4, I made a commitment to myself for the next 2 weeks to eat at least 100 to 200 calories less than what I had been eating, and just to make sure that I didn't feel full when I went to bed. My main hope was to start seeing some type of transformation soon, so that all of this would have been worth it. Thanks for joining me for the video. I will see you guys next week.